was the beginning of my senior year, and I was carrying my what feels like a 100-pound backpack into school. And I had my tennis backpack with me, and it was a really crummy day. I didn't want to go to practice, but we still had it. Coach texted us, and she was like, "We're still in practice." So I went down and put my backpack away after school into my varsity locker. And we had to stay inside because it was very crummy outside. And then we were in the cafeteria doing like stretches and workouts and all that. And then all of a sudden, the cross country and soccer guys started coming inside, and they were whispering to each other. And we were like, "What's going on?" And then all of a sudden, over the loudspeaker, there was like, "We're going into a lockdown. Please go into the gym or like to a safe space." And so we did, and we were all confused. And my coach told us that there was a shooter on. So it happened on one of our school buses, and he had a gun, and he accidentally shot a person's leg, and then he ran off the bus, and was at large. So there was a possibility of him being anywhere near us with a gun. So obviously I was worried. This person had a gun at school all day. They had it in their backpack, and the possibility of anything happening is scary. I'm considered the team mom in my tennis team. So, and I had my phone on me, luckily, and a lot of them didn't. So I let them use my phone to call their parents and let them know that they're okay. And then all of a sudden, we were just staying in the gym, and all of a sudden they were like, "We have to go outside." And we were all confused, and we just went outside together. And we walked outside, and there was like a bunch of police officers standing right there. And we were like, "This is serious now." And there was a possibility, we were told, that the shooter at large is in the building. So they had like dogs come in and sniff out. And all my stuff, my backpack and everything, was inside in my locker. And I had no way of getting to it, and no way of getting home. But my teammates who didn't have cars yet, they called their parents, and they were like, "Can you come pick me up?" And I could have called my parents and said, "Can you come bring my extra car keys so I can go home?" But I decided to stay, just to make sure my teammates were safe, and they got home sound. And then 2 hours later, we finally were let back in to the building. It was like 7 o'clock at night. And then I grabbed my keys and I went home. And then the next day, I got to school and there was this line. They started doing backpack checks. The first time that they ever started doing backpack checks. And that lasted for a week. And then they never did it again.